Okay, problem number 1, this is finance. Assignment number 2. So in this question, problem number 1, they tell you you're considering two different investments, A and B. Investment A will pay $100 per year forever, but the first cash flow occurs 11 years from today. B pay $90 forever, first cash flow 11 years from today, and the cash flows expected to grow at 1%, with the interest 6.125 every year forever. So we'll look at investment A. How much it's worth today? Well, we know from the previous assignment, to figure out the present value, when the interest is, or when the cash is forever, it would be C over R. But since there is a growing rate, it would be C over R minus G. Payment is 100. R is 0.6125, and the growing rate is 1%. It works out to 1941 at about 75 cents. But this occurs at beginning of year 11. So, meaning end of 10 years. We gotta bring this back today. So we're bringing it back 10 years. So we're gonna use present value equals future value 1 plus RT. This is what we're bringing back. R is 6125, and we're bringing back 10 because it's at the end of 10 years or beginning of 11. So the answer for the investment, it's worth 1,071 at about 558,137, about 56 cents. This is the answer for A. For B, it's pretty much the same concept, but instead of payment 100, it's $90. So you're gonna replace this by 90. So obviously this will be a little bit less. So now this amount is 1756097561. First cash flow after 11 years, so we need to bring this back 10 years again because it's the end of 10 years. So it's the same formula, same everything, so only this amount is the amount we're bringing back. So the present value for investment B is 969 at about 11 cents. So obviously investment A is better because it's worth more. So that's for the first question, problem number 1. Problem number 2, you would like to buy a big boat. You do your research and you find one in Portugal. Price $300. It will cost $20 to be delivered to Halifax. You go to the bank, you borrow the entire amount. And that would be 320, so you loan for the amount you're gonna borrow, 320. And we said before, borrowing money, loan, that's present value. When you have the money available, it would be present value. So, you go to the bank to borrow the amount, and the bank offers you 20 years, 5% compounded monthly. So rate and it's for 20 years. With a 5-year term, it means that after 5 years you have the ability to sit down with them and renegotiate. You're gonna make monthly payment. What's your monthly payment? That's it. For present value, and we know there are multiple payments, we're gonna use this formula. And I told you before that R, make it a habit, and always use EPR for R, which is 1 plus R over M to the exponent M over F minus 1. Your R is 5% monthly, so we divide by 12. The frequency of payment monthly, so we divide by 12 minus 1. This will give you a 004167 for R. T would be total number of payments. So you take whatever the period is times whatever the frequency of payment. 20 years, you're making monthly payment 240. The loan amount is this 1 minus 1 over 1 plus R, which is the 004167. The T amount is 240, and we divide by the 004167. So it's recommended to do it in 2 steps. So you bring this number down, and whatever this is, this here is 151. 513,192. So C would be, you take this number and you divide it. It's 2,112, 0273. This is your monthly payment. Okay. So I'm gonna add it here. Payment is 2,112,0273. B. At the end of fifth year, you'll need to negotiate a new interest rate and a new first payment schedule. The loan contract allows you to pay 10% of the original, no penalty. You have saved 10%, so you will pay down the amount you owe to the bank. How much will you still owe the bank before you pay down the loan amount? So, how much you owe the bank after 5 years before you make the 10% down payment? Okay. To know balance after a certain period of time, in this case you need to know the balance after 5 years. And the balance after 5 years, you're making 12 payments, it's after 60 payments. So how much you owe them, it's obviously less than 320. How much you owe them after 60 payments? Since it's still present value, we need the present value at that point of time, which is C 1 minus 1 plus R to the T over R. We know the payment, 212, 211, 2. We know R. R, if you remember, it was 004167. And we know, or we can figure out T. Remember, for loans, T would be remaining number of payments. The loan itself is 20 years, so number of payments would be 20 years, you're making 12 payments a year, 240. So remaining number of payments, 240, you made 60, there are 180 payments left. So we still need to make 180 payments. So let's put everything together. Okay, 2112,0273, 1 minus the interest. So you still owe them 267 069 8877. This is how much you still owe them after 5 years. Okay, so we got this. Now C, when you go to the bank to renegotiate your loan, interest rates are now 4.73 compounded monthly. If you make the payment to reduce the loan balance for the remaining amortization period, what are the new payments? Okay, so now this is how much we owe the bank. Now after 5 years, so they tell you in B, if you remember, you can pay down 10% of the original amount. So we're gonna pay back 10% of the original amount, which is 320000. So we're gonna pay 32,000 towards the loan. Now we lower the balance a little bit. It would be this minus 32,000. So this is how much you owe the bank. And the interest is different. It's 4.75. So 1 plus the interest, the 475, still monthly, and still 12.1. So eventually, when you do the EPR for this, it would be 003958. So now let's find the new payment using the same formula, present value, payment, 1 plus R minus R. Now, T now, always remaining number of payments, 12 payments a year, and there's only 15 years left. So it's only 180 payments left. So your PV, we figured, is 235. C, we don't know. T is 180. Over R. It's recommended to do this in 2 steps, so we figure out the right section first. This part will be 1285659. So you see, you divide them. So the new payment is 1828 and about 40 cents. Good. So last question D. If this loan has been to purchase a summer home, explain what changes would you made for the calculation. You don't need to do the calculation changes. The changes are, we can say that the boat was 300 plus 20,000 to ship it. So we say there probably below 20,000 for shipping. So loan would only be 300. You could also say usually home loans have less interest rate. So the only difference if this loan was for a home, there won't be the cost of 20,000 to deliver to Halifax. And home loans in general have less interest rate. Okay, we go to question 3. You've saved 50,000 for down payment for some property to build a home. Now, the land and the building will cost 650. So, but you have the 50,000 down payment. How much you need to borrow? Well, we need to borrow this amount minus. So we need to borrow 600,000. So this is going to be the amount we borrow. This is going to be our loan, our present value. The bank offers to finance 25 years, 5-year term to renegotiate at 4.125%. You make monthly payment. How much are the monthly payments? So we're going to use PVC over R. R is always EPR. Minus 1. The rate in the question is 4125. So 04125. Compounded, since they don't tell you what's the compound, they just say 4.125, so we assume it's 1. It's annual compounding. But monthly payment, the compounding is 1 with monthly payment. So we do the math. And that would be 00337 42. and T would be total number of payments, which is F, the frequency times whatever the time is. You're making monthly payment, and this is over 25 years. 300. This is 600. $300. So we do this part first. And like we always do, we divide. So 600 over the 188. $313, 3183, 29 cents. Okay. B, the bank offers to finance the purchase with we did that. The C question, at the end of the 5 years, the loan terms allow you to pay down payment an additional 10% of the regular amount, and the term allows you to change the remaining amortization period. You have saved an additional money to pay down the amount of the loan you want to shorten that. The bank will fund your loan at 4.5% for 5 years. If you make the monthly payment. What are the new monthly payments for the loan after renegotiated? So, after 5 years, we need to figure out first what the balance is after 5 years. Remember, the loan amount, original loan amount was $600,000. So balance, or how much we owe, after 5 years. Now remember T, remaining number of payments. Altogether, we're making 12 payments, 25. After 5 years, in 5 years, we made 5 payments. 5 years, we made 5 times 12. So, altogether, there are 300 payments, minus 60, there are 240 payments left. So we need to figure out how much we owe the bank using this formula. We figured that this is 3183. And this is the R. Alright. And the T is 240. And we divide by the R. So we do the math here, 318329, 1 minus 1 So we only owe them after 5 years 523 791802. And they tell you you're gonna make 10% of the original as down payment. So original 600 and 10% of that is 60. So if we do this, present value will become 463,079 and about 18 cents. So we take this over the remaining 15 years and we figure out what the monthly payment is. R, EPR, 1 plus the new interest, which is 4.5 annual, but monthly payment. Okay. The new amount is 463,07918. C we don't know. 1 plus R. And the T we figured is 240. And then 0036740. We always do this part first. So we have the 463,07918 and 159,289.3. So C would be dividing the term. And the new monthly payment will go to 290715, about 16 cents. Okay. There are 4 questions left in this assignment. One of them is explanation. Again, I told you before I'm only going to do the ones that requires math or calculation. So for question 4 and 6, I'll send you. I'll see if I can find a good answer for 4 and 6, and I'll send it to you. And in part 2, I'll do the remaining questions. Okay, bye.